Welcome to my YouTube channel Kadam Academy. Today I am going to clear you the terminology of vibration. There are different terms are there. You can see on this screen the oscillation, vibration, periodic motion, amplitude, time period, frequency, natural. What are those terms? And it required in while study in vibration subject again and again. So friend, will study learning outcome of the terminology of vibration. After completion of this video, you are going to understand the learn terminology of vibration with examples. Learn remaining different terminology of vibration in mechanical system. Okay, so definition for this one is the oscillation. Oscillation is back and forth motion with respect to equilibrium. And oscillation is the variation usually with time of the magnitude and is alternatively greater and smaller than the reference with respect to equilibrium position. So whatever the moving parts are there, back and forth motion or to and fro motion, about this equilibrium position, that will be nothing but the oscillation. Any motion which repeats itself after an interval of time is called vibration. So, what is the oscillation? Oscillation is nothing but the vibration. When we see for any mechanism or mechanical system, what that will the vibration. See, these are the examples to clear you this idea. This is the pendulum. This is the equilibrium position with a red line. Okay. With this oscillation, it will move angular motion. There are two pendulums are there. They are moving with their speed. Okay. So it will be represented by this sine wave. These are the waves for red ball, red color. This graph is shown. And this is the for green, its movement, how it will move, will show like this. To clear your idea, these mechanisms are represented through this, like this graph, sine wave. So this sine wave is here represented in detail. Okay, this x-axis is displacement. Here it is written x displacement. On this x-axis is time, and y-axis is the displacement. So along this x-axis, with respect to time, what will happen when it will move? So suppose the motion start from this position, again it will come to this position. Like this, it will be move in sine wave or cosine wave. So maximum displacement from this mean position. This is the equilibrium position. Maximum position from this position here, you can see, observe, there's nothing but the amplitude. When this motion, suppose, will start from here, this position, it will complete like this and it will move, come to the mean position. This is the x-axis. So this is nothing but the one oscillation. There is the frequency, is the number of oscillation per second. Suppose this is the 1 second. How many oscillations are there? Is total one oscillation. Means what? The one complete cycle. And for this one complete cycle, suppose if you require x time or the t time. So the time period for the one oscillation is nothing but the called as time period. So we'll study in detail also. So what is the vibration then? Vibration is an oscillation. Nothing but the oscillation of the things from the equilibrium, where the quantity is a parameter defining the motion of mechanical system. When we are studying the mechanical system, we have to call it vibration, but in generalized oscillations are there. So we are studying in mechanical, so we'll call it as a vibration. Both are same. Friends, in vibration terminology, periodic motion. Periodic motion is a motion that regularly returns to a given position after fixed interval time. is what when we give the pendulum, आपने देखा होगा pendulum when we give the motion try to come to the its original position. The motion repeats itself is equal to the time interval and is known as the periodic motion. Okay, these periodic motion are different types of periodic motions are there. Okay, but a simple type of periodic motion is nothing but the one of the simple harmonic motion that we have to study related to vibration, which arises when the force acting on an object is proportional to the position of the object about the some equilibrium position. You can see in this example, this is the spring mass system. This is the one slot here, and spring is attached fixed here on this side, and on another side mass is there. The equilibrium position, the force is applied when block is displaced. Force is applied means what? Block is displaced. This is the distance x. Okay, and this dotted line, black dotted line, when the displacement is 0, x is equal to 0. Then block is displaced to the right equilibrium, force exerted by the spring act to the left. Okay, force exerted and opposing force is what? Spring force. So that here represented here, that force is proportional. Okay, so it will when we give the motion on this right side, the spring will try to left. When we move on this left side, spring will try to move this right side. That means what will happen? The spring force continuously is there, and there is no friction, and that mass is moving continuously from this right side to left side to right side. So this motion, and slowly mass try to come to the equilibrium position. So it will follow the simple harmonic motion. The motion of an object connected to a spring is a good example for the simple harmonic motion. So we'll see in more detail. One more video is there. Watch in detail how to calculate the vector representation of SHM. But this is a simple definition. The simple harmonic motion, SHM, the motion of a body to and fro about a fixed point, is called a simple harmonic motion. Very simple definition. We are going to study in detail definition at the end. Motion is a periodic motion of a system or body in which acceleration is always. Here what will happen? Whatever the acceleration, the force is applied, the displacement is there, and here the acceleration is there. The acceleration is always directed toward the mean position, and it's proportional to its distance from the mean position. Means x is the displacement, x dot is the velocity, x double dot is the acceleration. Then x double dot is the proportional with the x, means the displacement of this our movement. This is spring mass system. Here displacement is the x. But what will happen? It is directed towards the mean position. This is the dotted line mean position. And here again these waves is shown to you to show you when it will move from the mean position. So the mean position, go to the maximum position, again try to come to the mean position. Like this, the meaning of this sentence, okay, directed toward the mean position. Or we can see here also, the pendulum when it is moving, and they try to come to this mean position. Okay. So one more concept is the static equilibrium position. That is the position in which system is dynamic equilibrium, having zero retardation, is called this static equilibrium position. Okay. This ACP is a kinetic energy is maximum and potential energy is zero. How it is shown on this figure. Okay. This is the one pendulum, it's giving the movement from at this end is potential energy. P means potential energy is maximum at the position 5 and at position 1, and at position 2 and at position 4 is half position. Okay, but at the equilibrium position, this position 3, the kinetic energy is very maximum. Okay, and here this ACP means the static equilibrium position where the kinetic energy is the maximum. You can observe by doing that experiment also. Similarly, here also, in the case of this spring mass system, same case will be there. Okay, the next is the amplitude. Already we have studied is the maximum displacement of vibrating body or a system from the mean equilibrium position. Already in graph we have studied, and time period is what? It is the time taken to complete one cycle, and it is given by the relation T, capital T. It is represented by capital T here, which is equal to 2 pi by omega. Omega is the what? Study in detail. This is the angular velocity. Okay, and this unit for this time is in second. Okay, so frequency. What is frequency then? Here again the graph shown to you. This graph is nothing but the SHM motion, and it is represented cosine, sine, or sine wave. This is sine wave. Here is the motion of this any vibrating body. Okay, and which will be represented by this sine wave. What will happen? Maximum displacement is the amplitude. This amplitude is definition covered. This time period means what? It is the time taken to complete one cycle. Suppose this cycle will start here, it will go down, again come to the same position. Means this is the completed one cycle, one oscillation. So what is the time period? This time T. Okay, for this time capital T is covered from this distance to this distance for one cycle. Okay, frequency. Then what is the frequency? Frequency is equal to the reciprocal of time. Simple definition. Or is defined as the number of cycles or number of cycles per unit time. Suppose this is the 1 minute. In 1 minute, suppose 2, 3, 4 cycles are there. Or here it is shown unit time, one cycle. So that will the frequency. So frequency is represented by small f. This symbol f. Okay, 1 upon t is equal to omega by 2 pi. Here, this is reciprocal of this t, omega by 2 pi, but its unit is hertz. How to calculate omega? 2 pi f also. So this is the only simple representation for the equation. So simplest form of the vibrating system already we have studied the spring mass system. Mass is there, K is the spring, the stiffness, and this is the rod where we represent this graph. Okay, this graph is represented by displacement and this time x-axis. So when it will start here motion, it will move like this. It will complete one cycle, and this is the time period for the one cycle. This is the displacement d. So this graph, this sine wave will follow one equation. That equation is nothing but the d is the displacement, and this capital D is the amplitude, and sine omega t. We will study in detail how to generate this SHM representation of this graphical representation of vector representation, or how the equation will generate for the SHM. Separate video is there. Go through that video, we'll get clear idea. Okay, so this is a terminology video. The period, frequency already we have studied. Now concept of resonance. See, in the year of 1940, the Tacoma Narrow Bridge collapsed due to the wind-induced vibration on the November 17th. So how that was pictured, the actual picture, due to the wind force, how it will be the vibrating. See, after that it will collapse. This resonance is the process. Here is the resonance is the process in which an objects, in this case a bridge, natural vibrating frequency is amplified. Means what? It's the natural vibrating frequency of this bridge is amplified by an identical frequency of wind frequency. So it will get collapse. So resonance is what? When the frequency of external excitation is equal to the natural frequency of this bridge, or any mechanical system or any vibrating system that have its own natural frequency, and that vibrating body is when applied with the external excitation, the frequency of external excitation if matches, then like this the accidents may be occur. So what we have to do, we have to design the natural frequency of any vibrating body with a higher range. So vibration become excessively large, and what will happen? Mechanical failure. So this concept is nothing but the resonance. This concept is nothing but the resonance. So you must know when the frequency of external excitation is equal to the natural frequency of vibrating body. So then what will happen? The amplitude of vibration become excessively large, which results mechanical failure. This is called resonance. So till this lecture, what you studied, you can write on a paper also. This part of video. So you can pause this video and write down. Now we can play this video and see. Next part is the inertia or mass. It is a property of a system due to which the body remains in continuous motion or rest unless an external force is not acting on it. That is the first law of Newton's first law. Okay. See, this is a mass spring and this is attached, fixed. One side it is fixed and one side is free. When we apply the force, it will move. Unless until we will not apply the force, it will remain rest. X is equal to 0. When we excite it or move it by distance x, so what will happen? It will move. That will be inertia will be there. So next is the damping. In damping, what will happen? This is a spring mass system, and one more here attached, that is the damper. Damper means what? This is a piston cylinder arrangement, and inside this one high the oil is fixed, okay, inserted for the damping purpose. So what is damping then? With the resistance, what will happen? The motion will continuously move. If damper is not there, it will continuously move. There is no resistance. Here also there is no resistance in above diagram. And this damper will be give the resistance to the motion. It's called damping. So what resistance to this orifice type arrangement is there in this piston cylinder, and the oil is there which will try to resist the motion of this. So nothing but the आपने तो गाड़ी में देखा होगा the vibration जब होता है गाड़ी में, तो शॉक ऑब्जर्वर रहता है. शॉक ऑब्जर्वर इन टू व्हीलर फोर व्हीलर्स आर देयर along with the springs. स्प्रिंग के अंदर जो राउंड बार होता है, that will be the damper. So that damper what will do? That will try to resist the or minimize the vibration. Okay. The damping present due to the external forces which oppose the motion of the system. So these forces may be due to air resistance or any other fluid. Fluid इसमें है ना? So fluid resistance due to its viscous nature. The damping force is proportional to the velocity of the system. So damping force F is proportional with the velocity of system, and C is the constant. That is the damping coefficient. So, and what we studied? Every vibrating system in general comprises three parameters. One is the inertia, is linked with the kinetic energy of the system. How it will link, we'll see later on videos. Stiffness is also linked with the potential energy stored in the system. So the spring is having stored the potential energy. Damping indicates the energy that gets dissipated from the system. So in the each cycle, so inertia, stiffness are generally modeled as simple elements like inertia and stiffness. See here, in rectilinear and angular motion. In rectilinear motion, it is called mass, and here it is linear spring. But in angular motion, it is called the moment of inertia and the torsional spring. Okay. So just for the terminology, I will given to you here some mechanical parameters and the components. Already you know what is the displacement. This person is when pushing to this spring, it is displaced with distance small d. Okay, K is the spring stiffness. It is required some efforts to push it. So what will the this formula? The force is equal to in proportion with the this K is equal to K into D. Okay. Similarly, in display, this when damper is there with velocity concept, when the for displacement is there, some velocity is required. Push it. Here more pressure is required here. So what will happen? The force is required more. See this expression we can clear. F is equal to in proportion with V means F is equal to CV. And similarly, the acceleration, when body is there, we are pushing it, that is accelerating, and then it will move from one position to another position, and with the formula, or you know the Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. Or to clear you, the mechanical parameters components are shown. Here is the disturbance. Next term is what? Disturbance. Disturbance is nothing but nothing can vibrate on its own because Newton's first law, motion. What it said, when we move any body, so it will go in motion, or when body is in rest, it keep in rest. Okay. Displacement may be intentionally given or be the result of accident. Disturbance itself may be repeatedly given after interval of time. Here what will happen, this is the same example, the spring mass system. There is we are pushing the body, that means we are giving the disturbance. The technical term is what? Disturbance. Disturbance is given, and what will happen, that body will move with some displacement x from the mean position. This is the dotted line in mean position. So it is repeated, that will be equal interval of time, that may be possible. So restoring force or torque, this is also concept for terminology. Displaced body does not remain on its new position. When we displace or disturb, it will not remain in this position, new position. It come back to the mean position. That means what? The mean position, why it is coming? Due to the restoring force or restoring torque. For the rotational, it is torque, and for linear, it is considered as the restoring force, which may be provided by elasticity of system or gravity. Okay, elasticity present in the spring, and due to this, it will try to come to the original position. Or for suppose any rod, it is applied with torque, that will try to come to the original position. That is nothing but the restoring force. So this is the restoring force. Next is the natural frequency. The frequency at which the system vibration under free vibration condition is known as natural frequency of system, denoted by Fn in its hertz. Okay. So this natural frequency for every vibrating system is there. When we apply or disturb any force, it will try to move continuously, and that vibration with the free vibration without any resistance, it will move. Okay, that frequency, when we calculate, it is the natural frequency of that vibrating system. Next term is the very important term, degrees of freedom. It is the minimum number of independent coordinates. Minimum number of independent coordinates required to locate the system. Describe the motion of a body completely. That may be single degree of freedom or multiple degree of freedom here. For particular directional vibration, degrees of freedom is nothing but the number of masses separated by the elastic member. We see with examples. Here, this is the example, the spring mass system. Okay, this is a single mass system. What is the definition? The minimum number of independent coordinates. So to define the location of this body. So what is the coordinate required? This displacement x. Next position of this system, define this, it is required x. This is a single degree of freedom. This is the one more example of the pendulum. It's the mean position when pendulum is moved from this mean position to the this swing. Okay, the swing the bob up to this by angle theta. Theta will be defined. It's an independent coordinate in this case. Similarly, for the spring mass system, the three masses, 4 springs are there. But here, the x1, x2, x3, the 3 different positions are required. Means independent coordinates are required to define the location of this system. So what will happen then? This 3 means 3-dimensional. Okay, 3 degree of freedom. Similarly here, for this pendulum having 3 balls, and it will define the theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3, 3 rotational or the 3 angle, which will give the 3-dimensional or 3 degree of freedom. 3 rotors are there. It will also require theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, the rotational motion, which will give the independent coordinates are there, and that will require to locate the system. Friends, after this we will see one more concept. The continuous system of distributed system means most structure or machine system have elastic member and hence have an infinite degree of freedom. In some cases, infinite degrees are there. In that, systems are also called as continuous system or distributed system. Okay, continuous system or distributed system. But discrete or lump parameter systems are there. Mechanical system with finite degree. Finite degree means we know the degree, how much degrees are there, we can predict. So finite degree is there and easily solve, give the accurate results, as name suggests, lump parameter. So which system we can easily solve, we can give the accurate result. Those are nothing but the lump parameters considered. These are property of the vibrating system. Means what? The discrete system or lump parameters, where finite degrees of freedoms are there and we can solve easily. So these are the discrete lump parameter systems. Similarly, continuous is the infinite degrees of freedom. So under this degree of freedom, we have covered this one. These are the terminology. And one more last term we'll see, the potential energy is the stored energy of position possessed by an object. Here the massive ball, here for this massive ball is there for the demolition, or the massive ball for demolition machine it is used. This is a bow. Okay, it is stress bow. So these two things possesses the stored energy, that is the potential energy. This boy is swinging on this position, from this position to this position it will swing. Okay, so what will happen at this position when it will come to the maximum place with distance theta maximum? Here is the potential energy is very high. Again, here is the potential energy somewhat high but less than this one. But here in mean position, the potential energy is very less. Similarly, in kinetic energy is what? The energy of motion. An object that has motion, whether the vertical or horizontal motion, has a kinetic energy. There are many forms of kinetic energy. You know already, vibrational, rotational, translation, the energy due to vibration, or energy due to rotation, or energy due to motion or location from another place. Okay, that is the translation motion. So see, this is the pendulum. What will happen in the pendulum? This is the mean position for pendulum. Okay, this line is the mean position. When we give the motion or displacement or disturbance to this pendulum from this mean position to this position, or mean position to this position, the number one position, what will happen? The potential energy is very high. In this case, potential energy high. Potential energy high at this place, and when we come to that ball is come to this position, 5 number position, potential energy is very high. It is coming decreasing, but what will happen simultaneously? Kinetic energy is increasing. Here at position 2, the potential energy is half and kinetic energy is half. Okay, and it will come to the mean position. The kinetic energy is very high, maximum. Again, come to the point, it is half and potential energy increase. Like this, the ball is swinging, so the potential and kinetic energy, that will also goes on changing. So this concept must be clear to you. In the case of practically, what will actual principle happen? So that's why it is covered in this lecture. So friends, at the end of this video, I would like you have to write what takeaways from my video. You write down, and friends, you always learn by self-assessment. And if you are not, subscribe my channel for the important videos. You don't miss. Just subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.